Hey there, Razorback Nation college football fans. Right now, I'm going to give my final thoughts and score prediction for number 8 Arkansas versus number 2 Georgia. Let me quickly say I will be at this game in Athens, and I'm real excited and looking forward to it. It'll actually be my first time attending a true road game for the Razorbacks, and obviously Sanford Stadium is one of the best environments in the country, so it should be a great first experience. And with all that said, let's dive into this. First off, I want to start by saying I really like the position that Arkansas is in for this matchup. At least in the eyes of the majority of the country, Arkansas doesn't have a chance in this one. It's really one of those scenarios where Arkansas comes into the game with everything to gain and nothing to lose, and Georgia vice versa. If Arkansas loses, the narrative is, oh, that's expected, they're still having a great season. If Georgia loses, however, the narrative becomes another Bulldogs team that couldn't live up to the expectations despite having one of the most, if not the most talented team in the country. Think about it. Arkansas is less than 2 years removed from not only losing, but getting embarrassed by North Texas and Western Kentucky. And now they're sitting in the top 10 with a humongous chip on their shoulder and absolutely starving for more. And Georgia is, well, Georgia. Tons of talent and tons of expectation coming into this season. And the thing that the majority simply just do not realize is Arkansas isn't nearly as mismatched as they are portrayed to be. Give the advantages to whichever team you want at each particular position and phase, but both teams have good quarterbacks. Both teams have good offensive lines. Both teams have a good stable of backs. Both teams have plenty of talent at the skill positions. Both teams have great defenses. Both teams have great coordinators. So where exactly is this 18-plus point line coming from? It's coming because Vegas knows the national perception. It knows the majority of people are not closely studying these football teams. It knows most people base their opinions and picks off of perception, off of what can be seen on a piece of paper and not what can be seen on tape. I personally have no doubts that this Bulldogs team is one of, if not the most talented football team in the country, and that they are a hungry football team. But let me tell you something. The Razorbacks, they're a different kind of hungry. They know all too well what it is to starve, and I guarantee you they ain't going back. Win or lose on Saturday, these Arkansas Razorbacks are back, and they're here to stay. With all that said, I think the Dogs are just too much for the Hogs right now. And at the end of the day, I think they'll get smoked. Hogs by 90, baby. Whoopee!